Welcome back to another episode of the Coffee and Records podcast. Today, I get to sit down with an amazingly talented artist. Studying here at Berkeley, they began to create a name for themselves. But their love for music started way before that. In this episode, we are going to be talking about the intentions behind their music and the many life experiences and hard work that it took this artist to be recognized by many. Please welcome Ollie Gullick. Ollie.
Hello, Ale.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be on Coffee and Records today.
And I am so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Because I feel like I know you before you knew me.
Fair?
Believe me, that's true, because I've seen you, I've seen your posters and I've seen your performance all around. I've seen you perform with Zaza.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good time with Zaza.
And I admire Zaza so much. And I knew you because, you were the guitar player and you had, those amazing guitar solos. And
Thank you. Thank you so
man,
much. That means the world. Thank you.
So I'm so excited to have you here. And you released your sophomore EP, Front Room.
Yep.
What was it, a week ago?
Oh, yeah, it's a week anniversary a couple of days ago, which is, I didn't even think about that. I was too busy moving, but it's been out for a week now, which is very exciting.
How do you feel about that? What are the feelings?
Really good. It was a lot of work. It was much more work than we've ever put into any of our previous releases.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to think that shows. Because especially freshman year, I just wanted to kind of get stuff out. Whereas with this record, I knew I deserved it, the band deserved it, and the songs deserved it to take as much time on it that it needs and not rush anything. The only kind of deadline I had was the end of summer. I was like, I know I want to get this out. So when I come back to Berkeley and when we're playing the shows, the songs are out, we can go on tour, and it's it's released in plenty of time for that to be doable. But it's I feel really, really good. I'm really quite proud of it, if I can say that. I'm really proud of it. And
you should, because it's an amazing few songs that you have in there, I'd say. And how long? When did you start this? When did you decide I want to do an EP?
Yeah, so it was kind of off the back of our last EP. I don't think I want to release an album until I know it's going to do something. Until I have a big enough following and fan base that I can release a full album and people can really appreciate it. And but I also don't just want to release single after single. So EP is kind of perfect because I can tell a story. I can put together a whole project because I grew up on Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, who did a full album rather than just songs.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect midway. So that's why I'll do EPs until I get signed, and then and once I have an audience, then we'll do the album kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, I had the perfect amount of songs written for the EP that I liked. They all kind of flowed and fit together, and I was like, let's do it again. Might as well. So
Might as well, yeah. Is there any song inside the EP that you debated whether to add or not? Or was it all very I know this for sure?
So all of the ones that made it were, I know this for sure. There was another song which hasn't seen the light of day that I really wanted to put on it. But I was writing it, I was making demos, I was producing it, but I just couldn't get it. And then it came to the time where we were going to record it, and I was like, I've just got to let this one go for now. And the only reason I was really attached is I really like the melody of the song, but the lyrics and the production and arrangement I just couldn't get right. Yeah. So it might show up on other things in the future, but for this EP, it just wasn't going to happen.
I see. And I could say that you're mentioning this EP was carefully crafted, I'd say, because it's a story that you're telling, many stories that you're telling.
Yeah.
And I could say there's a meaning behind it. And so what is the inspiration, or what was the inspiration for this specific EP? Are the songs based on life experiences? Is it stories that you're making up in your head?
Yeah. So though this EP, more than anything we've put out previously, is very much story based. And that wasn't intended when I was writing these songs. It just kind of happened. And then I keep a big list of all the songs I've written, just because, I don't know, songwriters, you forget this shit. I mean, I swear, sorry.
Yeah, you
I
can.
forget this stuff. Sorry. And then I looked at those songs, I looked at in order, and I was like, actually, this is a story, this works. And it's a very loose story. It's nothing like anything. I mentioned Pink Floyd already, but they told like a story from back to front. Mine's very loose, but it flows nicely. And it's the overall theme is quite dark. It's self-harm, which is something that I've struggled with in many forms over the past few years. So it opens with the choral introduction, which kind of sets the tone. Then it goes into Can You Keep a Secret, which is about how I'd put myself in situations with guys that I knew it would cause me harm. Fermented Fruits is about my year 12 prom when I drank way too much as a cry for help. Paint is about breaking up with my ex-boyfriend and reverting to my old self-harm habits, smoking again. My Own is kind of the rock bottom of the whole EP, and it's about suicidal thoughts. And then Front Room is kind of the return to yourself and finding yourself at the end, which I knew I never want to end anything on like a really sad note. So I decided I should definitely put that as at the end to kind of tie it up together and show like the listener it's all right. You're gonna be all right. It's all fine.
Yeah, that's a beautiful message, and I feel like a lot of people are struggling with, and I mean it's kind of like mental health problems that we kind of all go through, but of course some more than others. And I feel like that's a really beautiful message that you're saying. Like everything will be all fine.
Yeah, no, literally, because like in my darkest times, like I didn't believe everything would be fine, and I like. Especially at music school, so many of my friends have so many mental health problems, and not even just at music school. Like growing up in this day and age is really hard, like really hard.
I can tell.
No, exactly, you get it. So even though it's a really deeply personal record, I kind of wrote it with the idea like I know someone can listen to these songs and see themselves in it, because my favorite songwriter of all time, Joni Mitchell, said that once. Like, if I've written a song and you see me, I've failed. But if I write a song and you see yourself, then I've succeeded. And I kind of, with my songwriting, try and do that.
Yeah, that's totally true. I can tell you like the many times I've gone through like situations, and I feel like songs, sometimes they don't make you feel better, but they make you feel understood.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's exactly what songs should do.
Yeah. And talking more about like this mental health thing, what are things that you do to actually take care of your mental health? Like, of course music is a big part. I can understand you kind of like sit down and write everything on paper, like, but are there other things that you do that you find helpful to dealing with those situations?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And as musicians, like I've heard people say this on the podcast before, like you have to find stuff outside of music. Like you have to, because like if you get mad at music and then you sit down, but music's your output, like not your output, like the way you cope with things, but you're mad at music, like it's just not going to work. So yeah, for musicians especially, find something outside of music, of whatever profession you're in, find something that isn't that. So I got into running this summer, which is brilliant. I used to hate running with a passion. But I did this program we have in the UK called Couch to 5K, where you start like running 1 minute and then you do 2 minutes, and then you do 3 minutes, and it just builds up. And I got to 40 minutes just straight running, which was so like I never thought I'd be able to do
like non-stop 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
I did it like twice the whole summer. The next day was not fun, but I was really, really happy with that, and that really calms me down. I love going on long walks with my family. We live in a beautiful part of the world in Abu Dhabi, so walking around that. I have 4 cats at home, so I love spending time with them. Oh my god, the loves of my life, those lot. But yeah, I do often use music to calm me down if music isn't the thing I'm angry at.
Right, because when music becomes your work, sometimes it gets like, too overwhelming.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you're using it as an outlet. So kind of like that balance. Yeah. I like that.
No, it's good. It's good. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Let's talk about your tour that you announced.
Yes.
That I saw and I was like, oh my, I already had written your flashcards and I was like, okay, I need to include this. I need to include this.
Yeah.
You actually, I feel like you're the first artist that I like know.
Yeah.
At least here at Berkeley that actually announced a tour.
Yeah, there's been a few, but not many of us, which is really exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I want to like guide us through like planning this tour, because you got like, you have to book the venues.
Yeah.
You have to like deal with all. How was the planning of this tour?
Oh, it was intense. It still is intense. It's even though we've like all the shows are locked in and booked, like I've still got so much more to do. But I kind of started like right out of last semester. Like I got back to Abu Dhabi and I was like, right, I need to start booking this because venues get booked up. Like if I wanted to play a show in November, I couldn't book it now. And it was so much planning, so many spreadsheets. Which is my dad's in finance, so that's like the one thing I get from him. I'm quite good with spreadsheets. So I started with finding venues in places. And I knew I just wanted to do the East Coast up to Maine and down to Philadelphia. And ironically, we're doing everywhere in between Maine and Philadelphia. Those were the two states I didn't manage to book. So I just looked at small venues, 200 or under. And then I started looking at local bands from the area because like, I mean, if we go and play in Vermont, like no one's going to know who we are in Vermont at this point. So I need to find people from there to play on the bill so people can come.
Right. I never even thought about that. Yeah, you're right.
Which was really exciting. And I've spoken to so many cool people and I'm now going to meet and play with so many cool people up and down the East Coast. But the way I do it is I'd kind of just stick on a record I haven't listened to and then email like 500 people in a night. And then do it all again the next night, and then wait for replies, follow-ups. Right. I recorded who'd replied and who hadn't, and who I needed to follow up with.
Right.
Whereas the spreadsheets comes in handy because you couldn't do that without being really organized.
Yeah.
And even then, like I've slipped up. Like I announced the tour, and then the band Florence, who I'm really excited to play with in Lowell. I told them the wrong date that we were playing and I announced the show and they were like, Ollie, so we thought it was September 25th and you've announced a November 9th.
Oh my God, that's what?
Because I'd locked it in with the venue but forgot to update them. So even like that sort of stuff, luckily they're still free November 9th. Okay. So if you're in Lowell, come see me in Florence. It's going to be brilliant. But yeah, it was really intense. But like I kind of... Weirdly, I really enjoy all the emails and the booking, and
you do.
I really love it.
I feel like you're the first musician that's gonna say this.
Well, I was talking about this with my friend last night because I like it because it's got a right answer. Where a lot of the stuff you do in music and performance, there's not a right answer. Like creativity, when I go down to write a song, it's like I could finish a song, but it might not be the right answer. It could be the wrong answer.
Right.
Like there's no set like way. Whereas when I'm emailing people, it's like, okay, I'm going to email every band and every venue in this region. And once that's done, that's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's very like straightforward. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of, I find that sort of stuff in social media, like a nice kind of work balance from the craziness of all the actual music creativity stuff. It's like, I'm still working towards my music career, but it's like tangible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally get it. And I was gonna ask you, are you doing all this alone?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is impressive because I'm like, oh my God. I was like, he probably has like a booking agent or something. You are the booking agent.
Yeah. At this point, I'm doing everything, which I'm very happy to do at this point. I've thought about management. I've thought about getting involved, but I've heard people say before, and I kind of agree with it. If you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Yeah. Because like a booking agent, that's just one person, one step in between me and the venue, which will just take so much longer. Someone else doing my social media, I don't know if I could trust anyone enough yet to be able to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah.
And I think when I meet the right person and like as someone who wants to be a manager, and I'm like, okay, I mess with you. This could work.
Yeah.
Or when I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I need to just focus on the music. When it gets to that, I'll definitely be open to it, obviously. But for now, I'm more than happy doing everything myself.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I feel like it's worth it. It pays off.
Exactly, it pays off, and it's kind of time versus money. Like it takes a lot of time, but I'm not paying anyone to do it, which is brilliant, especially like as a student at the moment. The money is few and far between. It's nice to be able to save that.
Yeah. And talking about like budgets, because you in this tour, you're traveling with your band, right?
Yes.
And so you also kind of need to create about, because where are you staying? All this.
So there's,
I'm like curious about that.
we're luckily enough, there's only 2 dates, our New Jersey and New York date, that we're staying out of Boston. Every venue's no more than a 2-hour drive away. So we're just going to drive there, do the show, drive back, and we're back. We're just going to stay in Boston for the night.
Ah, okay.
Which is,
okay, that's good.
Very lucky. Whenever we do a bigger tour, that's going to be a whole nother kettle of fish, like where we stay and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was also kind of the deal with the band and myself. I was like, if we're doing a tour in the semester, we can't be missing classes like crazy.
Yeah, that's what I imagined.
Every tour date is a Friday to a Sunday.
That's
so
good.
we're not missing any, apart from maybe like Friday afternoons once in a while. We're not missing any classes. We're not staying anywhere on like a Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of the deal with them. And if we do like a summer tour or a winter tour when we don't have school, we'll probably do like bam, 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 like shows after shows.
Yeah.
But it also kind of made the booking easier because the amount of dates I could book was very finite.
Yeah.
Because so I wrote out all the weekends in during the semester. I was like, these are the only dates we can do. If the venue can't do that, we can't do the show. Yeah, it's good to have restrictions sometimes.
Yeah,
because otherwise I would have gone crazy. Like we'd be going down to Florida, we'd go to LA, like
exactly.
Yeah.
Eventually, though.
Yeah, one day.
Eventually, one day. What is the thing that you're most looking forward to this tour?
I love playing to Berkeley students, I must say, but I also really love not playing to Berkeley students. I
kind of like expanding your demographics.
And, yeah,
per se.
Yeah, and I remember the first time the lads played in New York, which was our first time out of Boston. It was last September, and we all got off stage and was like, that was such a different gig, because like Berkeley students, it's all your friends or like people you know. You all know they're cracked at music. You all know they're clocking exactly what you're doing because they do it too.
Yeah.
And just having a crowd of like, I don't say like normal people because everyone's a normal person, but like not Berkeley musicians was just different. Like they would react differently to different parts. They'd love it when I do this and they wouldn't love it when I do that, when Berkeley kids would. So I'm really excited for that. We've only got 2 shows in Boston this semester, so definitely pop out.
When is your opening is in Boston, right?
Yeah, we're opening the tour in Boston in a few weeks actually. I need to get my life together, which I'm so excited for.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to, and different venues, see the East Coast. I haven't really left Massachusetts since I've been here, to be honest, so I'm excited to pop out a bit.
That's really good. That's really good. Let's talk about branding.
Yes.
My God, I love it. I mean, you can tell me, like, I feel like this new EP brought like a new vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I'm not sure if it's like the vibe only of the EP or the like vibe that you want to like bring into your music overall. Your music video for Can We Keep a Secret and the album cover.
Thank you.
And the photo shoot that you have, everything, I feel like it's very well crafted and I feel like it has a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
So can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I kind of started cooking this at the end of fall 2024 semester, but I didn't exactly know what I wanted yet. Because I remember those who were around at that time will remember I was like, this is the last time you're seeing the lads as you know them. And then we just like put on black shirts and a tie and I thought that was so different. But then I realized, no, I've got to push it more. Because I really want to make this music thing work. And I realized I've kind of got to go deeper into myself to find it, deeper into the artistry. Because our first 2 years at Berkeley, Ollie Gullick and the lads, we had a very clear brand, but I didn't see it like expanding outside of Berkeley. It was kind of built on our personalities, which was great. But if you don't know us, that's not going to work, is it? So that's why I be dressing like this now, why I do the photo shoots like that. And they're kind of all, there was a bit of a meaning behind it, because with all the self-harm, a lot of guilt comes with it. And I kind of wanted to relate that to Catholic guilt in a way, which is something a lot of gay artists love to do, that shit.
Like going against the rules.
Exactly.
I see it,
So that's why I did the whole chainmail, the crown, all of that sort of stuff. And it came to me early last semester. I was in the shower. I was like, wait, I should wear some chainmail. That'd be tight.
Best thing, yes, come in the shower.
Exactly. Showering, that's good for self-care as well.
There you go.
Love a shower. Had a massive shower before I got here. It's brilliant.
Great.
I was like, I should wear chainmail. Oh, I should wear a crown. Oh, I should start wearing skirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've started doing makeup this summer a little bit to kind of, I wanted to try that a bit. Because it's got to be massive. If people are going to listen and watch and be interested in me, I've got to make it huge at this point. Especially because the genre of music I'm doing. I know I do a bit like folky acoustic as well, but like, sorry, I don't know what that was. I'm a rock and roll artist at heart, and that needs to be met with the visual identity now.
Yeah. How would you say you separate your brand from your identity, or would you say it's just everything?
No, it's I've kind of tried to start separating it a bit more. Like the Ollie Gullick character, it's kind of always been there, but I want, like, especially in the music and on stage, like, I mean, I'm not doing all the crazy stuff that I do on stage here. Like, I'm just talking to you like a person. But if you come to a show, it's like a different beast, which I really enjoy. And it makes it easier in a way, because it feels like you're not being judged. It's like this other character's being judged. And not that I try to worry about what people think as much. It really helps. And like, when, like, just Ollie by himself, I'm not that interesting. Like, I've not got that
spicy.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've not got, no, I mean, I've lived a great life. I've got a lot going on, but like, I need to make that bigger. I need to make it more interesting for the stage and for the persona. So it's kind of, it started like Ollie Gullick was this, but now it's kind of starting to slowly break off into two things. Yeah. Which I'm really happy about. It's really good. I like getting into that character. I
can tell it was very interesting when you released that music video. I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah, no, it was cool.
Yeah. Well, talking more about your music. What would you say is the impact that you want to cause on other people?
Yeah.
With your music.
That's something I've really had to think about recently, because there's a lot, for the first few months, I guess, of doing music, I was like, I don't really know why I want to do this, why I want to release songs. And it's going to be difficult to get in front of people if you don't know why you're doing it. I think a lot of it is to show people that they can, which I don't know if many people would say that, but like, how do I put this into words? Like, I grew up in England, I moved to Abu Dhabi, now I live in America. Right. Like, I've had a crazy life. I started in like suburbs of conservative England. Yeah. I used to like go to church. I was in the church choir. I'd wear like a cassock, like crazy. Then I moved to Abu Dhabi, where you're not allowed to be gay.
When did you move to Abu Dhabi?
When I was 14. Okay. So 2019. And then I'm in the US now, and it's trying to show like anyone can do it. Like, you know what I mean? If I could do it, you can too. Yeah. Not that it's been difficult. I've been very supported along the journey, but it's just, you don't also see many people like me doing this kind of thing, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's kind of why. Yeah, and I was gonna ask you, you are very openly about your identity, your sexual identity, and I see you, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're a very confident person. Yeah. And you like radiate that. Thank you. So I actually was hoping you could share a little bit about that journey of finding who you are as a person. Yeah. How was that? Yeah, so in some ways you could say I knew who I was from a very young age, because I don't know, I came out when I was 11, so like I've been new about that. But then it was even after that, it was such a long journey, because I came out, and then obviously there's the stereotype of what gay men should be. So I was like, oh wait, I've got to be like this. And I became an awful bitchy person, and that was not fun. That little 13-year-old me was walking around like chatting all this shit, spreading the gossip. And I was never like that before, and I felt like I had to be like that because I'm gay. I see. Which was really difficult. That's an interesting thing, yeah. And then I moved to Abu Dhabi, and I couldn't be gay, which was crazy. Total cultural shock. Exactly. Which in some ways was such a blessing, because I got to just be Ollie again. Because where I lived in the UK, I was like the only gay kid and everyone knew. So I see. That's what people projected onto me. But when I got to Abu Dhabi, it was like, oh, it's Ollie who who does music, who is in the plays, who plays rugby, like that sort of thing, rather than, oh, it's Ollie who likes boys, which was brilliant.
I see.
But then it became not brilliant after 4 years there, and I couldn't be who I wanted to be. And all my friends around me were like necking girls at parties, like chatting, all of that. And although it's not what all about being a teenager is about, like exploring and like learning who yourself is, I missed out on a lot of that. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm so glad I moved to Abu Dhabi, and I love the country, but it was just that one part that was really difficult.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. And being difficult for you and you having gone through this experience, what would you say is an advice that you would give people like going through the same experience, especially at a young age?
Yeah, it really does get better. My mum told me that a few times. Like, there was times in my teenagers I just couldn't see life improving.
Yeah.
And it really does. Like, your 20s are going to be so much fun, I promise you.
So much better.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm sure you could agree.
Yeah.
Once you get all the teenage hormones and people start being nice again, you properly get that out of the way. And just stick to who you are. Like, deep down, you'll know. Do all the things that we spoke about, the self-care, looking after yourself. It's so important, more than you know. I just know, it does really get better. I mean, I'm having a blast now. It's brilliant.
See, you just need to grow up.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, that's beautiful, and that's something that I can also see through your music as well. So that's a really nice thing. And you mentioned, I mean, you're originally from London and you moved to Abu Dhabi, and I mean, you already talked a little bit about this, but I'm hoping if you could tell me more about like how did that transition impact you as an artist? You know, when did you get into music? Yeah,
no, absolutely. Music's been a part of my life since the beginning, really, which I feel like a lot of people here have been. But then some aren't. Like, I've met some people who have been playing bass for like 2 years and now they're at Berkeley, like cracked. I'm like, what? Oh my Lord. Yeah.
Wow.
But a lot of us have been doing it for our whole lives. I started playing electric guitar when I was 7 because my dad played guitar and I thought it'd help me get girls, which is ironic now.
That's interesting.
And I kind of, music was always like sort of a secondary thing for a few years. And then I discovered GarageBand on my iPad, and that's where it all changed. Oh my Lord. I was making these little beats. I've still got them on my iPad using like the drum roll and all that. And I'd be like drumming out, be like, Mummy, look at what I made. And then I got a laptop and I started doing GarageBand on there, and I released an EP in 2017, which under DJ Gullick when I was in my EDM phase. Please don't look that up and listen to it. It's quite horrific. But I mean, it was part of who I am. And then I got Logic Pro X and kept working on that. And during that time, I started picking up piano. I started singing a bit.
Yeah.
And it kind of all just snowballed from there, really. And it was, by the time I was probably 12, 13, I knew there was nothing else I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. So you already had that in your mind before even moving to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which is brilliant. Yeah. And then moving to Abu Dhabi, I was low-key worried. Like 14-year-old, like my music career wasn't going to take off. But I was worried that moving somewhere like that would impact me negatively for my music because there's not as many people there making connections, all of that. But it couldn't have been better because then the first year I was there, what opens opposite my high school? Berkeley, Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
which
that's interesting.
It was brilliant. So that opened up and I started taking piano and singing lessons there. And then they were like, you should do 5 week. So I went to 5 week and then I auditioned at 5 week and here I am. So it kind of, if I haven't moved to Abu Dhabi, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
I'd probably still be slogging it out in the UK. So
yeah, and you'd think like, okay, the UK has like more of a music industry per se than Abu Dhabi, but look where you are right now.
No,
like,
exactly. It was all meant to be. I very much felt like I'm quite like a, what's the word, like spiritual manifestation-y person. My mum's a Reiki master, so the family's all about that.
Yeah.
But I very much feel like us moving to Abu Dhabi and then Berkeley like opening outside my classrooms, it was all meant to be. It was part of the universe's plan because I'm here now and it's brilliant.
Exactly. Yeah, and you're here now in Boston studying, and you're majoring in
CWP, contemporary writing and production.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How did you come up with like, okay, I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
And now I need to like you know, kind of like get my shit together and like find a team and find everything. Can you tell me a little bit about the process being here at Berkeley?
Yeah.
How did you find your people?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Ollie Gullick and the lads was kind of an accident, which is brilliant. I came into Berkeley and I was like, I'm going to be Zaza's guitarist. Because me and Zaza met and started playing together a lot at 5 Week. And then my whole senior year, I was like, yep, that's what I'm going to go to Berkeley to do. And I did. Like, I am Zaza's guitarist. I'm very grateful to be. I love playing with that girl. She's in Valencia. I miss her.
And I want to interview you.
Yeah, no.
If she listens
when you're back, yeah.
When you're back, you're going to be here, please.
Yeah. So I came to Berkeley, and then maybe first or second week, I was like, I have a lot of songs that I've written that won't work for Zaza and this band we're planning, but I'd quite like to perform them as myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll put together a little band. We'll play a gig at the Bebop, maybe.
Yeah.
Alex and Andrew, my 2 roommates, drummer and sax player. I was like, yeah, obviously you're going to be in the band. And then Jack, who's the bassist, lived next door to us in 150. And then Colin and Leo lived around the corner on the same floor. And I hadn't heard Colin or Leo play before I asked them to join the band. I was just like, I really like you guys. You seem cool. And that's the lucky thing about Berkeley. Like, everyone's going to be good at their instrument.
That's true. Yeah.
And I couldn't have struck better. They're like the best. It's amazing. Colin's electric guitar, Leo's keys. And then we put that together. We started rehearsing. And then I saw a poster for CAF shows.
Yeah.
And I went to the CAF show information meeting. And I was like, let's apply. Let's just see. So we filmed a little video in one of the ensemble rooms. And then we applied for it and we got it, which was awesome.
Yeah.
We were the only fully freshman show that year. And yeah, we just worked really hard towards it. We got a string quartet going, and then we played that CAF show, and then people really liked it. I was like, actually, maybe I should do this a bit more. Yeah. So then we booked our first off-campus show at the Rockwood. We played that, and people came and really liked it, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. And I was like, actually, because I'm an electric guitar principal. Like, I'm not... Yeah. I wasn't very good at singing before I came here, to be honest. Really? No. Oh, no, girl. Those early lad videos, rough. Oof. So
you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's why it's a happy accident. I was never meant to be a singer or my own artist. I was very happy to do all the songwriting and artist stuff and guitar for Zaza, and I still am. But I was like, there was this part of me that I guess hadn't been awoken yet, and it was awoken when it got here, and now here we are.
Wow, that's really interesting. And that's actually something I wanted to ask you, like, if you, because I feel like you shifted from playing for others to actually being like your own artist. You definitely then prefer being your own artist.
In some ways yes, but in some ways no. Like, especially with Zaza gone this semester, I want to do more like guitar gigs. Like, I'm playing with my friend Zach Co. Like, we're doing a radio gig on Friday. He put on his story, like, I need an electric guitar. So I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I might as well. Because it's such a different experience. And it's also great being a band leader, and it's great being led by others. Yeah. If you know what I mean. So when I'm in Zaza's band, I learned so much being led by her that I can then take with me and apply to the lads. I can be like, that works, that doesn't. This is how her talking to me makes me feel like this. When she says this, I love it. So I can kind of bring that with me. And I've played in loads of bands at Berkeley randomly. Freshman year, I did a load of like side hustle kind of things. And it's all gaining experience. And like, I love being my own artist, obviously, but I love working with other people as well. Oh, that's just like expands your horizons, I guess.
Yeah, and your like overall knowledge. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask you like some questions, a little bit random.
Perfect. I'm so excited.
Okay, tell me regrets that you had on stage, like things that you did on stage that you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that or shouldn't have said that.
My last Middle East gig, I thought it was gonna look so sick, but I like slick gelled my hair back, which looked so cool until the first number when I started sweating my ass off. And then it all was like frizzy and shite, and my massive forehead was out. It was, I mean, you've got to like, what's the word? Like, you've got to have that experience. You've got to know what works and what doesn't. But God, I is never gelling my hair on stage again. Not after that.
Biggest learning outcome.
No, literally. I mean, the gig went great. I was really happy with it. But I got off stage, looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, mate, never again.
Never again.
Let it down, baby. Let it flow. I can't think of anything I've said on stage. I'm really careful about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because like, especially in this day and age, like everyone's got their phone out and everyone's there. Like, not that I would say something bad, but you don't want to mess it up. There is one other story. If do we have time?
Yes.
This was maybe the third or fourth lad gig. We were playing at the Burren, and we were doing a cover of Love Story by Taylor Swift. But I hadn't learned the words. Like, I don't know why I didn't learn the words. It's so stupid. Like, that's like the fundamental rule of being a singer. Learn the fucking words. So I printed out the lyrics and put them on like next to my set list. But then when like the song came, I looked down. I printed the font too small. And I couldn't read
you were
it.
like.
So I had to pick it up, and I was literally reading the words to the audience. There was about 4 people in the crowd, so it was okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but never again. I know my words like the back of my hand now because you just can't have that.
Honestly, like my biggest fear whenever I sing is to forget the words.
Yeah.
And sometimes I almost never end up forgetting it. But if I'm too nervous, I'm like, oh my God.
Like, I forget words to my own songs all the time, which is ridiculous because I wrote them.
It's like the nerves get the best out of you, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Next question.
Yeah.
What is or what are your biggest inspirations in life?
In life?
In life. I mean,
Not
you can
just music.
You could do music, you could do live, you could do both.
Wow. I think music would definitely have to be Joni Mitchell, Led Zeppelin, specifically Jimmy Page, but also all of them. Pink Floyd.
Love them.
Tyler, the Creator. Those are kind of the big 4, I guess. Oh, obviously the Beatles, but that's like goes without saying, I guess.
Yeah.
In life, still musicians, but I really like the way they live. Maynard from Tool, which is a metal band, he lives a really cool life, and I really want to be like him when I'm older. He's just like, I've watched documentaries on it. The way he lives is so cool. George Harrison from the Beatles, really cool. And so I think that would probably be it. I can't think of anyone non-musical who inspires me life-wise. I need to get into that. I mean, like, I read the David Goggins book and stuff like that. Like, but I can't be living like him. It's crazy. Do you know him?
No, I don't.
He's the guy who he was a Navy SEAL, and he runs like ultra marathons and does all of this.
Interesting.
Which was cool. So yeah, but yeah.
Good. Okay. Next question.
Lady Gaga. Sorry, I forgot.
Of course.
Yeah, in both.
That woman.
Yeah.
I love her.
I'm seeing her in 2 weeks. I'm so excited.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I saw my friend Vicky. She went to see her in LA.
Looks ridiculous. I cannot wait.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna see in Boston?
Toronto.
I'm going,
one of my best friends lives there, so I'm staying with him and seeing the concert.
That's great. That's great.
Brilliant.
Okay, next question is favorite song you ever wrote?
Lyrically, I really like The Cross. Overall, I really like Sushi.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I also love Sushi.
Thank you.
I'm like, I have to tell you this. It's
that's
really good.
my favorite one to do live easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, dream collaboration.
It's a bit random, but I'd really love to work with ABBA. I feel like they'd be cool because they're still like making stuff, and I think Benny and Bjorn and the girls, like, that would be really cool to like work with them, because it's just ABBA is I forgot to mention them, like, in their lyrics, the way they write it. I can't believe they're not English first language, because those lyrics are incredible. The production is just love ABBA. Yeah.
I also love ABBA too. Yeah, I get it. What is your favorite thing to do on the weekends? I
am a bit of a 365 party girl, I must say. I do love going out.
You love going out?
Yeah. But like, kind of living in the extremes in the weekend. I love doing nothing, but I also love like going out and partying. And that's kind of how it goes. Like, Saturday in the day, I'm sat like doing emails, just chilling, maybe go for a walk, go for a run. Saturday night, the freak is unleashed. And then Sunday morning, I lay in bed. And that's how it goes.
Sunday morning is just like, do
Sunday
not
morning
count with me.
/ afternoon. It's how it goes. Yeah.
But it's like the craziest like party experience that you had.
I can't be saying that on this podcast.
It's not family friendly.
No, exactly. I have been to some crazy parties. Not crazy in
here in
terms of
Boston.
like here in Boston, yeah, but especially in Abu Dhabi because the kids over there, they got money. So we used to have boat parties out there because it's illegal to drink, obviously. So we'd hire a boat, we'd pay a little bit extra, and they'd drive us out into like the middle of the ocean, and we just drink on the boat.
Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun.
It was really fun, but the only problem is you can't leave. So if it goes bad, you're stuck on a boat in the middle of nowhere.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So I saw some sights on those boat parties.
Yeah. Wow. And here at Boston, I feel like, are you 21 older?
No, I'm not.
Because I'm not either. So I feel like, I can't go to the clubs and the fun stuff. So it's just like,
especially I was like Brazilian and like English. Like we love going to the club. Like that's the thing.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to turn 21. I'm not excited for all the money that I'm going to spend though. Like it's going to be expensive going out. Oh girl, but it'll be worth it. It'll be fun. But like I was talking to my band, like what I'm most excited for is just being able to like go for a drink after a gig. Like just the little things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What is it that you do generally after gigs?
Usually pizza. That's a big one. Some sort of fast food. If there's a party happening, we'll go. But honestly, like this semester, we'll probably go to sleep because we got like shows, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after our Middle East gig, I'd love to go out and party, but we're playing in Rhode Island the next day, so like I can't
so
be having
it's
that.
too much. Yeah.
And the shows, like especially for me, are quite physically intense. Especially like our last CAF show, I was dancing.
Yeah.
I remember I went to an after party, but I was just exhausted. My body was so tired.
Right.
Yeah, and I think people like you ride the adrenaline high from the show, and then you crash so hard. So yeah, I try to keep it chill after shows.
I see. The last question I have
Okay.
is if you'd offer like any piece of advice for specific emerging artists here at Berkeley or around the world.
Yeah.
Something that you learned through like trial and error that you'd be like, okay, this is a learning outcome.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think it's the it's the cliche, like be yourself, but also be open to advice and listening, and you're allowed to pick what advice you want to choose. You want to like, especially at somewhere like Berkeley, you have people from all angles telling you what you need to be doing, what you don't. Scrolling on social media, I'm like, this is why you're not famous, because you're not posting 20 reels a day, like all of that.
Yeah.
Definitely stay true to yourself. Be open to the advice, but you don't have to take all of it.
Right.
Like, you know what's best for you. I think that's what I'd say.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank you so much for having me, Ale. It was amazing.
Yes.
I've actually got a little something for you, if that's okay.
Let's go. What? Ain't no way.
Because it's Coffee and Records
you
podcast.
bought me a mug.
I thought I'd bring you a mug.
My wife is harder than my coffee.
Since you're my podcast wife now.
This is so beautiful. No, thank you so much. I think I'm gonna cry. Thank you so much.
No,
this is beautiful. Now we have a new mug.
We have a new mug.
Forget about it. I love it. This is so good.
I hope you enjoy it.
My wife is harder than my coffee. I love it.
I saw that. I was like,
it.
that's probably going to be the one. I couldn't think of anything else to get.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Of course, Ale. Thank you for having me.
Would you like to sing something?
I would love to sing something.
Let's
Is that
do
okay?
it.
Amazing. Hi, I'm Ollie Gullick. I'm very excited to be here on the Coffee and Records podcast. This is Paint from my EP Front Room. I hope you enjoy it. I painted myself again. You found the lost brush. Gave it back there and then I still felt the old rush. I didn't know it still lived in me. Now I guess it always will. It's part of my pain, so I can't find restraint when I have visions of it being spilt. Tell me, lover, how'd you find what I'd buried so deep? Tell me, brother, why can no one be mine to keep on to another? Why should I have to sit back and wait? But until then, I'll cover myself in paint. I filled up my lungs again. They missed the white smoke. The warmth of my tobacco veins felt like words that you spoke. It's funny you said I should quit, 'cause you can't stand the taste. But now that you're gone, do you think it's so wrong that the smoke seems to outline your face? Tell me, lover, how'd you find what I'd buried so deep? Tell me, brother, why can no one be mine to keep onto another? Why should I have to sit back and wait? But until then, I'll cover myself in paint. You showed me yourself for 2 weeks, then forgot who you were. You showed me the things I could be without painting in blood. I was the one that you followed, but somehow still let. We take off our clothes, tell secrets, make oaths, but I'm all alone in this bed. Tell me, lover, how'd you find what I'd buried so deep? Tell me, brother, why can no one be mine to keep onto another? Why should I have to sit back and wait? But until then, I'll cover myself in paint. Until then, I'll cover myself in paint. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ale. Thank you so much for having us. Very excited to be here. Thank you. Mwah. Tell me, lover, how'd you find what I